Peace, cheers, peace, cheers. It's Gord. It's Tuesday morning. All right, pregame, just like T-Town did on today, but I'm pregame for a different reason. I've pressed play twice, pressed record twice, but each time interrupted by something rather important, so went off, came back. So, it's Tuesday morning. Most of you wonder what's going on with me. Let's first have a nice little dab of Death Bubba rosin. I made it last night. You can see my rosin, my Death Bubba strain review. Cheers. Death Bubba, super, super strong. Why am I doing a really strong, sleepy kind of indica at 11:30 in the morning? I slept almost till 10 today. Really, I'm trying to fight the anxiety, so that's part of the reason for the Death Bubba early in the morning. I'm really anxious. As most of you know, I have put out a proposal that I think is very fair, that still keeps me somewhat under the thumb of government control over my medicine, but allows a lot more freedom of it and allows some medication while my son's around. Just if she'd allow that, I would allow the trip to Latvia. Even though it really, really scares me. I just finished talking to my father on the phone and I broke down. I don't want to let my son go to Latvia because what if I'm wrong? What if the flight risk that she says she isn't, she really is, and I have to start a whole new fight of bringing Pasha home. So, yeah, this is a really tough couple of days for me, and because I put the proposal out yesterday and had heard nothing, was not hearing nothing a positive or negative? And of course the mind always wants to go to the negative. While I am well aware, especially lately, I'm well aware of my anxiety. I'm well aware of, because of the withdrawals, that any emotion I feel 10 times, that kind of stuff. So as these anxious moments come to me and overwhelm me, cover me in sweat and nerve, I have to, instead of the common thought to the negative, I have to push it to the positive. Even though I'm like Pavlov's dog right now. Every single time I've waited for some good news in the past year, it has not come to fruition. And it makes it a little difficult to keep looking for that silver lining, although that is who I am and that is what I'll do. So that is what I'm doing. But I did finally, I was nervous. I thought, oh, I should text my wife and say, why aren't you answering? What's going on? Have you even thought about it? But if you push those buttons, I'm trying to calm those buttons. I'm trying to throw away the buttons. Because, my first wife and I, when we separated, there were no buttons. She knew who was better to look after the children, and so she let me have them. Yeah, we had to convince a court just to make the paperwork. I never went to her for child support because if she could help, she would help. She never did. I never asked. There was not animosity after the breakup. There may still be sometimes now. We've always been on opposite ends, but when it came to the children, their thoughts were always number one, always. And we never argued about that, never ever argued about that. So I didn't want to push any buttons. I finally did though. I phoned my dad and had a real good cry with him because things aren't going well there either. My dad's 84 and I don't know how much longer I have him for. I already lost my mom last year. And my sister lost her job and tough, tough. The world is really turning on us. But we're the birches and we keep smiling and we keep plowing through as long as we still have people around us who care, and we do. And so that's what drove me to think, no, no. Every single time that I've proposed a change to the regulations, she's just came back and said, I'm not willing to do it. Period. There's been no talk. This time there was no reply. So I'm going to take that as a good. And I replied, and I said, how's it going? I'm really hoping you're thinking about this. And she actually is. And she said, I've got to call through to my lawyer. She has not responded yet, but bear with me. My anxiety went down a little. Of course, it's still kind of there because she's dealing with a lawyer, and a lawyer is much more prone to try to talk her into something that's going to make the lawyer more money, which settling with me certainly won't make the lawyer more money. So, rock hard place me, but with a space to wiggle, I don't know. I don't know. I'm still asking for a lot of help because, boy, if they turn around, they tell me no, and it's last minute, I don't even know how I'm going to get a lawyer. But I do have I actually have now some connection for a lawyer. If I could get a lawyer, they can have some help from some marijuana criminal lawyers. I promise that. I can't say anymore, but they can get some help if I can get that lawyer. I'd rather not sue her. I'd rather calm the waters. She has the child. I'll let her have the child. Just let me see him as often as I want, and without restriction. Let me medicate however I need to throughout today. And if at 6 o'clock I happen to be in the neighborhood, whether or not I'm medicated, that shouldn't even be a point. If I'm in the neighborhood, I should be able to say, hey, can I pick him up? We'll go for a drive, go do something. Now, she's always been okay with that, but that's been against the rules. Unless I'm picking him up, if he's in my care, I cannot be medicated. We need to change that. We change that, Pasha sees his dad so much more. And if he sees his dad so much more, then he will miss me so much less while he's gone for a month. He misses me anyway when he's only a few blocks away. Yeah. 5-minute drive away. Imagine how much he's going to miss me in Latvia, around a bunch of people he barely knows. That's not really a favor to him. So, Olga, if you're watching this too, I just want what's right for him. And if you're going to take him to Latvia, you need to let him see me. Maybe every weekend leading up to the trip. And I can't go every single weekend plus the 2 days prior without meds. That would mean I could only medicate 3 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. If I had them every weekend, I could medicate 3 days a week. How is that humanly right? How is that fair to him or me or you? Because you have to have him just all that much more. You don't get the freedom that you're looking for and believe me, I know I raised 3 as a single parent. There's very little moments of freedom. I can give you a few more. Peace and cheers, love and harmony. I need to get out today and try and keep my mind on the positive. And those who feel like praying, please pray that she and her lawyer feel the right way. Peace and cheers, love and harmony.